The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy.
Welcome, 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 one and all. Once again, it's a pleasure it is my absolute pleasure to bring to you another CSO Cup number 84. We are slowly encroaching on that magical triple digit 100, so thanks for tuning in, everybody. We are, ready to kick off number 84. My name's Linglad, and I shall be your host for the evening. We got some pretty good StarCraft coming your way this evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you may be. Just going to see, here we go, pop this bracket on and we can have a look and work through the games that we are expected to see today. We're going to kick it off with map number 2, Mindle VK going up against Groovy Man. Groovy Man plays for a team called Ladder Legends, and Ladder Legends are actually our sponsor. So, tell you a little bit about Ladder Legends. You would have seen a short little video from them there. Just offering their services. They do coaching, everything from probably like low diamond, I guess, is as low as you want to go, but everything from all your coaching needs. Ladder Legends offers those services. They have some extremely high level coaches, whether you're playing any race, or even random. They have some excellent players, and we're about to see one of their players get ready to go. We got one ready up in the chat, and we're just waiting for the second one to kick off, and we will get this underway. But like I say, Ladder Legends is the sponsor of the current series of cups, and it's been an absolute pleasure to have them with us, and we hope that you guys check them out, check out their Discord, sign up for their services, and they're offering us the ability to get good. And when it comes to StarCraft, that's pretty much all we want to do. We want to get good, we want to play good games, but we also want to be able to have fun while doing that. And coming out of both players, but from this player in the bottom left hand side for Ladder Legends, it's the orange Terran player. It's Groovy, GLHF. His opponent in the top right, the red Protoss player from Starstorm Gaming. Give it up for Mindel VK. Mindel, a staple in the StarCraft 2 in the CSO Cup, and it looks like we're gonna get a little bit of PvP action, PvT action going on here, and it looks like we're starting off with something a little bit spicy. Mindel coming across the map here with these first probe. He's gonna scout and see. Oh, wait a second. That's something's not where it's supposed to be, and Mindel's alarm bells definitely need to be ringing, because on the other side of the map we got Groovy going for a proxy 2 racks, like right outside what could be the third base, the 12 o'clock position. Yeah, Groovy getting set up, and let's see exactly what it's going to be. Mindel doing due diligence, checking behind the natural. Doesn't want to get caught out with something a little bit funky, a little bit cheeky, but I mean, Groovy's going all out. Is gonna go full on aggression, and we'll see if Groovy can get the job done and get the first point on the board, because I mean, Mindel is an absolute savage in this matchup. It's an absolute savage of the CSO Cups in general, and here we go. First SCVs coming across the map. Oh, it's going to be a tech lab, so this is probably going to be proxy marauders. We'll see what's going to be the upgraded choices, see how well prepared. Groovy is very well prepared. He's coming out with a proxy marauder build. And the opener here from Mindel is going to be a Zealot first, and I think that's probably the correct call. Zealot going to head up to this north hand side, and is Mindel actually going to be able to find this? Let's have a look. Yep. Mindel 100% sees, okay, it's a marauder. He knows exactly what's going on now, and Groovy's been found out, but is Mindel going to be able to hold this? Concussive shells about 80% of the way done. First marauder doing a little bit of damage, but out pops a stalker. And, I mean, this stalker is actually outranging this marauder. Oh, there we go. Groovy hides that marauder around, and first marauder goes down. The stalker, though, is probably going to end up going down. Stalker does go down, and the marauder, second marauder pops out, and now these two marauders going to be able to clear out the Zealot. And Mindel buying himself a little bit of time. No more marauders on the production tab here. So only 2 here out of Groovy. We might be trying to macro out of this, as he's been found out, and here we go. Oh, Stalker going to be able to get back to the shield battery. Good target fire there by Mindel, getting rid of that first marauder, and the second marauder is going to have to run home. Third marauder in production on, or fourth I should say, but third marauder in production on. Oh, does he cancel that? Okay, he cancels that marauder, and instead he's just going to build a factory at home. He says, okay, well, he's being caught out. Both of these racks going to fly home, and I mean, that's a lot of lost production time on these 2 facilities, but Groovy making the decision early to say this proxy is not going to work. Mindel chronoing out these stalkers as fast as you possibly can, pulling a few probes to go with. There's some cannon fodder here just to see what's going to happen, but sees, okay, cool, you've lifted your axe, can go back and start playing a normal game. Robo on the way, and what's this? Robo on the way, yeah, in the main, as the 2 racks float home, and we're gonna just sort of set up into a normal game, but from 4 minutes. So let's see how it goes. The bunker at the front here by Groovy, just making sure that he's safe to any sort of counter attack damage, because quite literally the only thing that Groovy has at home is that 1 marauder and the tank in production. So if Mindel had gone across the map, it would have been pretty hard for Groovy to hold, but Mindel saying he's just quite happy to macro out of this, and play into the mid game. So yeah, how is everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have another cup. We've got some fun. We've got a few big names. Some that aren't here, but some that some big names that are still here. So we'll see how the tournament progresses and how this one goes. Viking has popped out here for Groovy. He's going to get rid of this, or attempt to get rid of this hallucinated Phoenix. Mindor getting an absolute full scout off of the entire main base of Groovy, and is well aware of the position he's in. So Immortals coming down, and a few Gateway and a Twilight. Robo Bay and a Twilight, I beg your pardon. As both players just kind of macroing up, kind of staying at home. First unit out of that Robo was an observer, which is not too surprising. Mindor trying to keep tabs and see exactly what's going on Groovy's side of the map. And Groovy, on the other hand, is looking to get a little bit of damage. He's going to land the Viking over here and just start to work away at these probes, but 2 stalkers are going to be enough to clear up this Viking. 4 probes go down, but 4 probes for a Viking, I mean, it's okay. Groovy just trying to get stuff done, trying to be a little bit active and not let the Protoss just expand willy-nilly. Right now Mindor up 8 workers and in a pretty good position, taking up into Colossi. A charge. We have 4 more gates in production here, so Mindor setting up for a good position. But on the side of Groovy also, I mean, not too bad. Completely saturated. Starting to go up. What are we up to? 6 racks? 5 racks. 5 racks. I expect to see a couple more getting added on. Maybe going up to 8, and it's still only the 1 factory and reactor building on the starport. So we're probably going to see maybe 6 or 8 racks, and we're going to see Groovy try to be a bit aggressive. So Mindor, on the other hand, just kicking back, also just trying to saturate the third. I see a third base for Groovy at some point, or maybe Groovy's just going to spend all his money on some army, push across the map and expand on the back of that. So Mindor, well aware of what's going on. Oh, great scan there by Groovy, saying, there's what is probably going to be the most likely position. Maybe he spent some time just wiggling his camera, trying to see if there is an observer there, and that's a good pick off by Groovy. Groovy in a good position, dotting his I's and crossing his T's, and just making sure that if Mindor wants some vision on the other side of the map, it's going to cost him a bit more than what's what. So, and what he's already spent. So yeah, here we go. That second observer, gonna spot this move out. Mindor sees exactly what's coming. Oh, doesn't land up getting the observer. No. Oh, that's a super feel bad moment. Groovy pulling the boys. Yeah, and Mindor doing the right thing, going to meet him halfway in the map and shave off as many units as he possibly can before this engagement happens. He can always just take a huge engagement here, recall home, and get ready for the defense. But these Colossi are doing such a huge damage, wiping out most of the cannon fodder here. A lot of the SCVs getting taken out before this engagement actually hits. Guardian Shield gets popped, as that's going to mitigate some damage. Some Zealots come in from the north end side. More SCVs coming into the fray. We're fighting here. This is a huge engagement happening here. Groovy really needs to get a lot done. He has absolutely no workers left. And that's pretty much going to be game number 1. Wow. That, oh man, you gotta feel a little bit bad there for Groovy. Mindor doing the due diligence. Getting the second observer out and getting the second observer on the way. Spotting that move out early. Spotting that the SCVs are getting pulled with that. And then, like I said, making the making the engagement happen in the middle of the map. So that's it's a good scout, good tactic there by Groovy to pull the boys, get aggressive, get the extra cannon fodder in there, get ready to fight. And Mindor just has had the correct answer, had the like I say, had the correct answer. And that's how it goes sometimes. Both players are ready. we're gonna hop into Persephone. Map number 2. Let's yeah, get this one going. What a start to this. Double proxy marauder, concussive shove marauder to kick this off, but yeah, Mindel with the never mind. We've got a okay. This is going to be fun. We got a little bit of a PvP action. I forgot to mention that there was a Groovy plays as random, and random is what we have. So let's get this one going. In the bottom left-hand corner, Persephone, so orange Protoss player once again for Ladder Legends, and give it up for Groovy. And in the top left-hand corner for Psystorm Gaming, up 1-0, looking to make this a clean 2-0. Give it up for the red Protoss player. It's Mindel VK. Yeah, Mindel with the early scout, gonna come across the map and see, okay, a little bit of PvP action. And those of you who watch the stream, you all know that this is a this is my favorite matchup. So let's see how this one goes. We'll see how Groovy's PvP goes. This is probably the matchup where MMR matters. I won't say the least, but MMR can quite easily be forgotten about. Builds matter, what your opponent is doing matters, and the information you have matters most in this matchup. So yeah, let's see how this one pans out. We've got slight deviation here. Mindel expanding onto the low ground. Groovy getting prepped to wall up the main. As yeah, we will see how this one goes. The Persephone is quite an interesting map with these healing wards, which if you didn't know, Protoss units cannot repair health unless within these healing wards. So it's going to be quite nice. Going to be something that we'll see if it gets used, or if the game's not going to go long enough for that to make a difference. We've got double adepts coming out of Groovy, both getting chronoed, as well as a starport getting hidden up in the back, which is quite something. Mindel, on the other hand, just going for 1 sentries. I think he's only got the 1 gate. Yeah, Mindel's only gone for the 1 gate expand, which I think he must feel quite confident that the 1 gate expand, having seen that his opponent is a Protoss, as yeah, I'd like to see a 2nd gate added in here, because right now there's no glaives. There we go, second gate on the way. Right now there's no glaives, but if glaive adepts were to come across the map, we would be in a little bit of trouble. But Mindel opening up at that sentry means it's going to get that early hallucinated phoenix, which is making its way across the map, and that's just going to be a beautiful scout coming into the main base here. He's going to see that it is an oracle. Oh, Mindel, no. Let's say Mindel paying attention to these 2 adepts in the main base as sentries making their way through the first adept. 5 probes land up going down. This is great early game damage here by Groovy, who is coming in here. 6 probes go down. He's gonna try come in and get a 2nd. Yeah, 7th finishes the shade, and that shade's gonna picks up an 8. This is such huge early game damage here by Groovy. Mindel only has the 3 sentries, and an oracle's about to pop into the main base here. Oracle turns up, and that's 10. Wow, Groovy getting the job absolutely done here. 12 probes going down as the Oracle still stays alive. Gonna head up into the natural. Gonna probably get a couple more. No, not gonna get any more. But yeah, Groovy getting 12 worker kills. Has an 8 worker lead at the moment, and that almost negates the 1 gate expand here out of Mindel. We'll probably be able to catch up in, okay, maybe not anymore with the 2nd Nexus. I was going to be able to maybe catch up in pro production, but 2nd Nexus is done. There's 2 Stalkers here, ready to defend as, yeah, Mindel knows he needs to get across the map and do some damage of his own. He does have 3 sentries. Oh, yeah, and Groovy's like, hey, wait a second, that's a lot. Mindel does the right thing, I think, just putting a force field on the ramp and is trying to get a couple of these worker kills. He's going to, okay, focus on taking down the pylon when these workers are here. Wendell knows he needs to get some worker kills. Another force field on the ramp will be good. Yeah, force field on the ramp going to stop these pros from getting away as the double Oracle heads up into the natural. Ooh, low HP Oracle gets taken out. Mendel on the other side though, just trying to bide his time, trying to clear this natural because, man, I mean these this must be so super annoying to deal with. Another force field goes down and yeah, he's going to get a recall out. Forces the recall and Mendel gets out of there. It does equal worker damage in 12 for 19, so Mendel's lost a few more, but you know, does gets that worker count a little bit squarer, down to only a 1 advantage now on the side of Mendel. That was a clutch move there, very cheeky, getting that force field just to block Groovy's stalkers on the ramp, and I think eventually Groovy going for that recall is ooh. Yeah, Groovy going for that recall eventually. I mean, losing 12 workers. Here we go. Mendel had absolutely no idea this was happening. A few force fields go down, trying to split up these stalkers. 2 stalkers going to get picked off. Great force field here by Mendel. Groovy going to disengage. Both players going to disengage and head off home. But yeah, we've got on the side of Groovy going up to +1. I don't think Mendel has a forge yet. Yeah. No forge here on the side of Mendel, so Groovy next engagement is going to have that upgrade advantage, but Mendel is going to have that blink, so we'll see. Groovy already has blink. Groovy well ahead in the upgrades this game. Doesn't exactly have the army supply, but you know, a stasis trap here might just prove the difference. Here he comes. He's going to start a little bit of an engagement, but the force field is good. He's going to blink away, and Mendel knows, wait, you've got blink and I don't, so he's going to have to fall. He's going to have to like lose a couple of these structures. Can't be fighting one stalker at a time. Yeah, don't. Groovy just trying to force Mendel to come through that little funnel, through the little chokers. You know, it opens up a little bit, but here we go. Engagement is going to start. Good blink away, trying to keep a couple of these stalkers alive, trying to bait Mendel out, but well, Mendel's got the hallucinated phoenix. He's just spotting. He's saying, okay, wait, wait a second. What do you have? Okay, let's see how this engagement goes. A couple of these stasis traps getting set up. We'll see if Groovy showing some good micro. See if he can kind of bait. Oh, that sentry gets taken out rather quickly. See if he can bait Mendel into chasing into these stasis traps. That will really swing the fight. As yeah, Groovy doing all the right things, keeping the pressure on Mendel's side of the map. Both players producing one probe at a time, but the main thing is going to be the stalker fight. It's going to be this engagement here. It's going to be the blink micro. Another gateway goes down. Mendel starting to lose his production. Can't really afford to lose too many of these structures. Cybernetics core essential in these engagements. He does have charges on the way here for Groovy. I beg your pardon. A few more stalkers warp in here. No energy left on these shield batteries. I think the probes are going to have to get pulled. Blink forward goes here. Groovy getting real aggressive. Probes getting pulled into this fight, but the target fire on the stalkers seems to be pretty good. Man, what a game! What a fight here. Groovy still once again a lot of low HP stalkers trying to bait Mendel into this engagement. As one charge lock goes forward, and that's going to just bait the shots. As oh man, there we go. Finally getting Mendel to push into one of these stasis traps. There's an immortal here, and some probes are going to get pulled. There's some cannon fodder here. Mendel knows he just needs to buy himself some time till these stalkers come out of the stasis. He knows he's going to have to come forward and rescue these stalkers. But yeah, Groovy with that. Oh wow, it's a nexus. He's built an offensive nexus just for those energy recharge. Some charge loss here. Gonna start to work through. This gateway's unpowered, so only thing the cybernetics core unpowered. So only thing Mendel can make right now is robo units or zealots. Here we go. Oh man. Yeah, this the cybernetics core being unpowered is definitely not going to help Mendel's defense of this game. As Groovy really looking to try set this up as into a win, trying to get a point on the board and drag this one out. Mendel chronoing the forge, but +2 is not on the way. +2 is on the way for Groovy, but whew, the dust settles as Mendel has a look on the low ground. Groovy taking the opportunity to expand behind this. Like I said, he does have that offensive nexus. It is, he's got a long distance mine from here. That nexus is here just for some energy recharge. Mindle's got an observer heading out across the map. Observer's not going to see this army on the high ground here. Yeah, Mindle remaking that cybernetics core in the main. You see? Yeah, remaking the cybernetics core at the back of the main. He's trying to just whittle a few of these units away, because, oh, man, Groovy's in a pretty good position. Observer comes across, sees, okay, you're expanding to a third base, you're long distance mining. Mindle must know that he's down in workers. He's gonna spot this. Does he spot the Templar, guys? Not too sure, but yeah, there's an Archon now on the way. As Mindle might have seen that Archon. Glaive's on the way, so Mindle gonna be forced into some Glaive Adept. He's got what, 5 gates on the high ground there in the main base. We might be forced into going for some mass Glaive Adepts, going to try just maybe head across the map and do some critical eco damage, or yeah, here we go. This hallucinated Phoenix for Groovy. Gonna come in and spot and see exactly what's going on here. Whoa. Mindle gonna try and make sure that gets taken care of before the Glaives get spotted. Yeah, gets that taken care of. The Observer's gonna come back and he's gone for a whole long little walk around just to see exactly what's going on here. Now the Observer sees, okay, now I know exactly what you're up to. The yeah, we've got a couple of Archons here. Groovy really setting up with a pretty formidable force. Double Adept gonna shade off to the side here. Oh, that's really unfortunate for this Double Adepts. They are gonna spot these charge lots, but yeah, they just might not be able to get out of here. Groovy gonna pull the trigger. Trying to bait Mindle out to have an open engagement here. Mindle doesn't really want to be doing that. 4 charge lots coming in from the side. Going to take a lot of the main fire out of Mindle. As yeah, Groovy going to blink forward, trying to be super aggressive. Archons in the front, trying to get as much splash damage as possible. There's triple immortal for Mindle, doing so much damage. Force Groovy to back away. Groovy loses so much in that engagement. The triple immortal just so strong here. Just whittling away at these units. His shots getting fired off as neither player wanting to overextend. Groovy blinking forward, targeting down these immortals, but so many of his stalkers getting peeled off in the meantime. Both players losing army. 12 workers going down. I'm not too sure exactly where that's happening. 12 workers. They're double adept, or there's an adept in the main, or in the natural, I beg your pardon. As more adepts show up yet for the fight. The main fight is happening here. Groovy seems to be losing a few too many units, but here we go. Fighting now within range of these shield batteries. It's definitely not something that Mindle wants to be doing. Is going to back off as his stalkers slowly start to pick off adepts and sentries. Struggling at the back here. More adepts do warp in as, yeah, +3 on the way for Groovy. Mindle once again not on par in terms of upgrade timings, but they are fighting on level pegging for now. Once this +3 kicks in though, it might just make the difference here. Mindle's got let's have the War Prism. He has done a huge amount. 24 workers going down there. That's, yeah, a huge amount of damage here on the side of Mindle, but he still has this to contend with. He still has this to contend with. Groove is definitely not going to let him get up to a third base. Guardian Shield gets popped here. It's going to mitigate a little bit of that range damage. It is going to help in this engagement, but oh man, Mindle just really doesn't want to overextend. He doesn't want to bleed off too many units. Still only got that one immortal. Here we go. Double adept in the main base. He's going to force a recall here. Lots of stalkers recall. They do blink forward. They one-shot that War Prism, and that's going to stop the harass. Mindle now sees the recall happens. He's going to be able to stand here and fight this Archon. Not going to get too much help from those shield batteries, but Mindle looks like he's about to break this contain. He's about to blink forward. He's going to whittle off a few more of these units. Probably waiting for another blink out of these stalkers. Going to blink forward. Yeah, get more units. Get as many as you can. I wouldn't have minded seeing those adept shade forward, but here come the reinforcements for Groovy. Mindle going to back away. A few units left behind, whittling away at this nexus. Groovy not in a bad position. I mean, a recall would be ballsy, but recall's not impossible. Okay, it's not going to happen now. Groovy well aware of the size of this army, and yeah, kind of the dust settles. Mindel finally, after 14 minutes, is allowed to take a third Nexus. Groovy's done such a good job at keeping Mindel pegged back, but both players 15 minutes into the game, not even at 100 supply. This has been one hell of a battle here, and yeah, this is PvP. This is how good it gets. Both players working with the same tools, but it's not easy. Finally, Groovy runs out of gas in the main base. It's going to have to yeah, transfer those probes. Ready to take a fourth. Groovy going to take this fourth at the 6 o'clock position. Mindel has opted to expand horizontally. Groovy went originally for the triangle base, and now he's also expanding horizontally. Both players working towards the right hand side of the map. What a game number 2 out of these two players. Mindel finally catching up in the attack upgrade, but you know, armor is on the way here for Groovy. Groovy always one step ahead in terms of upgrades, but I mean, it's not over yet. It's not over till it's over. I wouldn't mind Mindel getting another Warp Prism. He has added on a second Immortal, but I wouldn't mind getting another Warp Prism just for that harass, just for something. I mean, he knows that Groovy has a Stargate, so one Phoenix could quite easily take that out, but Groovy building a Robo. Gonna slowly start to add on that Robo tech, because we've got 2 charge lots. Gonna run around and see what's what, but yeah, Mindel completely mined out in the main base. There's not much gas left. Yeah, not much gas left in that assimilator at all. So yeah, both players mining out their mains, mining out their naturals. Mindel doesn't have much left here, so yeah, he's going to have to expand again. 1 charge lot. Just here waiting to see if Mindel's taking that 4th base. Has not taken it yet, but he's massively oversaturated at the 3rd, because obviously mined out in multiple places. Is yeah, there's that War Prism. Like I said, I'd like to see Mindel use the War Prism, get aggressive, you know, try to get a bit of damage down, because Groovy is up 11 workers at the moment. Oh, War Prism. Oh man, Groovy blinks forward, gets a War Prism off, picks it off as it got into siege mode. Unfortunately there for Mindel, is not going to have the advantage of getting some offensive warp-ins. Guardian Shield gets popped here, but the sentry with a Guardian Shield so far back, the first couple of Stalkers not covered. Few force fields here are pretty good, but they get cleared out quite quickly with the Archons moving through them. Stalkers do blink forward from Mindel, and that's going to be shaving off a couple units. There are Adepts, yeah, double Adept in the 4th base location, just whittling off 5 workers, so trying to get that worker count a little even, but there's 3 charge lot run by coming into the 3rd base of Mindel. He does have a cannon there. A cannon is going to be more than enough to deal with these charge lots, who then turn and start to work away at some of these probes. So Groovy losing 7 probes, Mindel taking out 3. So this is a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game number 2 out of these two people. This is yeah, neither of these players. Mindel's 3rd Warp Prism of the game. 3rd Warp Prism, hoping to get something done, hoping to sneak into this bottom left hand corner, and just misses the army. Wow, both players moving around the map, but yeah, going to completely miss each other. As here we go. Mindel says, oh wait, where's your army? Your army's not here. That's alarm bells need to be ringing for Mindel, because yeah, that's not very good. Both players going to get into what could possibly turn out to be a base trade scenario. Mindel's attacking the 4th, Groovy's attacking the 3rd, trying to take out this pylon so there can't be any defensive warp-ins. That's what 4th base gone for Groovy. 3rd natural going to be taken out here by Mindel in a short amount of time. Both players bleeding workers at the moment. A couple of army units getting split off from either side, but Mindel's keeping his army pretty close together. He's going to take out this natural nexus. Groovy splitting some units across, but getting kind of body blocked at the top of this ramp, trying to get into the main base. Groovy taking his entire army up into the main. You really want to take out that nexus, stop that defensive recall happening, but nah, it's not going to happen. Mindel splitting off his army. Looks like we're in for a full-on base trade, ladies and gentlemen. Both players, Mindel splitting up his army, and this might prove beneficial, but here we go. This is the key. This is the key here. Groovy making sure that his final structure isn't in a normal place. We might get into a position where, you know, Mindel needs to send a couple probes somewhere. He needs to build a pylon somewhere just to make sure that. Oh yeah, this is full on base trade. Yeah, this is going to get taken out here. Mindil has a couple minerals in the bank. He can afford to. Yep, and is starting to rebuild somewhere else. We're going into the scrappiest of scrappy. We have Mindil up 20 army supply. We're just going to slowly start to clear out these buildings one at a time. Make sure that there's nothing left on Groovy's main base and in the natural. You really need to be clearing out all these buildings, and then you can go on the hunt for whatever's left. Find out where your opponent's army is, and yeah, here we go. Groovy making his way across the map. Mindil needs to get back to his base. Needs to get back to his base, to his new base. Here we go. The armies are going to meet here on the bottom side of the map. This is originally Groovy's side of the map, but soon to be Mindil's. Oh man, Groovy making the right decision, moving into the right there. Mindil, Mindil gets another base down. He gets something else, but here we go. That Zealot. Oh man, that Zealot spots. Yeah, that Zealot spots it for Groovy. As Groovy is now aware that Mindil's got this building in the top right hand side. Mindil heading now to. Oh, is there a probe out on the map here for Groovy? There is no probe. These are the only structures. The recall happens, but it's not the entire army here of Groovy. Just huge storms coming down, but Mindil gonna blink forward. Mindil going in for the jugular. He knows that this is the kill. This is his kill move. Does he have a structure? He has one structure. He has how many probes on the map? Mindil has 9 probes, 8 probes. This is pretty much it. This assimilator is going to finish, but this might just be it. That is it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we call an actual base trade. Like, that is a base trade down to the very last structure. Groovy had no probes to build anything anywhere. Mindil had that one assimilator that was already being attacked. Mindil gets the fucking job done. Wow. Mindil absolutely killing that. What a way to end this series, ladies and gentlemen. That was that was actual full on base trade scenario. That was base trade all day, every day. Wow. I hope you enjoyed that, because I thoroughly enjoyed it. That's why I love PvP. That's absolutely why I love PvP. It gets absolutely crazy. There's so much that happens. Wow. That was like a 22-minute PvP that went down to quite literally the last structure. That was 10 out of 10. But let's have a look at this bracket quickly as we get our next game set up. We are looking at, like I say, looking at the bracket. We've got a couple 2-0s. Cristiano actually waiting for the winner of Triple and Defiance. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, Nicarak going up against Nightmare. That's going to be a killer game. That's currently ongoing. We might just might just hop into the Cristiano versus the winner of like I say, Defiance or Triple. But let's see. Let's see how this goes. We've got I'm gonna throw us into a quick little break, and I shall return, and it seems like I might have some company. So let me throw us into a Ladder Legends loop. Have a look at what they offer. Check them out. Someone in the Discord or someone in chat can drop their Discord link, and go have a look. See if it's something you're interested in. We recommend them here at CSO. But let me get the next series set up, and don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And I am back, everybody. Thanks for just hanging around. We're going to see who we get, whether it's going to be the following Mindel into BB into Azura, or if we're going to get the Christiana next. Looks like we're going to go with the Christiana. Yep. So yeah, like I say, thanks for hanging around there. We're going to get this set up. Yeah. Yeah, give me 2 secs. I'm gonna throw us into a quick break. I think my co-caster has arrived, so yeah, 2 secs. I'll be right back. And we're back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I promised that I would come back with some company, and some company I have. Groovy, what's up, man? How are you feeling after that 2-0, man?
A little rough. This I got supply blocked very early on in the first game, making mistakes on stages that you never make in games, you know.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
Oh, dude.
Happy to be here.
Thanks for tuning in, man. I always appreciate the company. So yeah, man, it's a pleasure to have you, and it's lovely to have someone from Ladder Legends, man. Thank you. We yeah, man, it's lovely on behalf of CSO, man. I'm quite happy to have you guys on board. You know, it's great. The services that you guys offer are great.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, it's lovely. Nice to see some randomness getting thrown in here, dude. Some random players, and oh, that's great.
Yeah, I wanna. My next StarCraft goal is to win one of these kinds of tournaments with random, and then I think I'll feel pretty accomplished. So.
Oh, dude, that will really be great. But we're in the lobby here. We're in a party here with Christiana. Yeah, Christiana is probably the most decorated player of the CSO Cups. I think he's won like 24 of them or something, dude. Might even be closer to 30. Many like second places and stuff, but I mean, random is random. You never know what you're gonna get, and
very true. He has some tough opponents on the other side as well.
Yeah, for sure, dude, for sure. I was saying in the beginning of that game that PvP is it's one of those matchups where, you know, MMR isn't as important as in like TVT or ZVZ. PvP, it's just a shoot from the hip kind of matchup, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I mean,
sometimes you get got.
Yeah. that was amazing to watch, dude. I really appreciated that. But yeah, do you want to tell us a little bit about Ladder Legends, just as yourself from a player side? I take it you're just from the player side, or are you a coach as well?
I'm the random coach that's in there.
That's cool, man.
But Ladder Legends is an improvement server. We're all focused on helping everybody improve their StarCraft 2 game, their mentality, those kinds of things. Am I doing full plug here?
Yeah, go for it, dude. We've got time. Cristiano wants a couple minutes, so you plug away.
So basically, the server is got a fantastic community of people that are just dedicated to improving their game in StarCraft, and they have given us the grace and allowed myself and I think five other 5K plus coaches of all different races to help them out on their journey upwards. We give them tailored build orders, specific replay analysis tailored to each one of them, mentality coaching. I know Gamer Richie has put his section of content in there recently. It's got a whole masterclass on how to deal with the game mentally, lost streaks, what to do, the basics of each race and each matchup, stuff like that. We're really just here to dedicated to help people get over those frustrating road bumps that come with improving in this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know it. I'm a Zerg player, and yeah, man, hasn't been fun. Sometimes it's not fun when you're just getting stomped all the time. But you know, it's like you say. I guess that's the point of Ladder Legends, and that's the whole point behind the community and the whole startup is, you know, to make StarCraft fun, to find where you can improve, what your learnings are, and not just look at it from the frustrating loss perspective, but also from what was my part in that loss, and how can I improve my game going forward so that I don't make those mistakes again. So
exactly, focusing on learning and also getting opinion/helps from people that have been where you are multiple times over.
Okay, yeah, that's amazing, man. Thanks, dude.
You ready?
Yeah. Well, I think we're waiting for just one player, but yeah, man, it's amazing to have you guys on board. This is the 84th edition of Cup. We've been running this a very long time, and it's amazing to have you guys join us. And it's cool, man. We're not too far away from hitting 100, so it's really exciting. It's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing, and like I say, I'm happy to have some company. It's nice to do by yourself, but it's also nice to have some expert advice. And you being one of the coaches, you'll be able to give me a bit more detailed information. You know, you'll be able to read the build
during the games. I hope so.
He's definitely going to. Players are going to be doing this and that, and it's amazing. Gamer Richie popped in 2 weeks ago, and that was awesome. It was nice to just have him pop in and say, well, this is exactly what's going to happen, and 2 seconds later that's exactly what happened. It was awesome, man. It's nice to have someone with a coaching perspective, someone who can see the players' thoughts, have
that intuition into what they're probably going to do. I get you. Sure, do you know much about Triple as a player? I don't think I'm familiar with him.
I don't but I think he's might be from a different server. Just judging.
I don't know. His last game was against our own Directness, so.
Yeah. But that was a couple weeks ago. So, let's see. Both players are ready. So, we're gonna get this one kicked off on Leyland. We're gonna have some PvT action. What are your thoughts on PvT at the moment, as a coach?
From which side? From which side? The Protoss or the Terran?
Well, I'm a Zerg, man, so it doesn't matter to me. I'd like them both to lose.
That's fair. PvT is in an interesting spot. It feels like it's easier to secure the win as Protoss, but it's harder to get to the mid game. I feel like Terrans are really keen on their 2 base all-ins at the moment. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of early aggression from the Terran that leads into a 2 base all, some sort of 2 base all-in.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. We've just begun. We have paused. Cristiano's not in for these sort of things, so must be something wrong. But we're gonna kick off in the bottom left hand side. We'll see as soon as it gets resumed. Like I say, Cristiano's been around. Do you know Cristiano?
Oh yeah, the last time I heard anything from him specifically though was a screenshot of him beating Cyril.
Yeah.
That was a couple of years back, I think. I know he was really into the mass blink stalkers back when Alpha Star and Google DeepMind was a thing, and the bots were proving that blink stalkers are kind of the ultimate unit.
Yeah.
He was playing nothing but mass blink stalkers for like a couple months after that.
Yeah, yeah. I know exactly when you're talking about. Like I said, he's always in the CSO Cups, so I always have the pleasure of casting him doing deep runs. But yeah, speaking of him in the bottom left for Onside Gaming, it's Christiana. And you go ahead with triple.
All right, and in the top right, don't know too much about this man, but hopefully he can cause an upset here because I'm a little bit Terran biased. It's our Terran player, triple.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Cristiano over the years, so yeah, be nice to see triple, take the game to Cristiano. Absolutely nothing wrong. We like a good fight, we like a good scrap, and PVT can get quite scrappy. I guess
it's the perfect setup for an underdog match too, right? I feel like Terran tends to be the aggressor in this matchup.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, Cristiano joined Onside Gaming, I think, when Maru was still there, and I'm pretty sure his PVT's gotten a hell of a lot better. I'm assuming he managed to get a little bit of practice in with Maru. His PVT's definitely gotten a lot better. But yeah, we'll see exactly how this one.
Has he had any recent outstanding results that you know of?
I haven't looked.
Like I said, I haven't seen too much of him result-wise in
a while.
In terms of tournaments yet, but in a while, yeah. Thank you.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, it's a pleasure to have you this matchup. Unless
wouldn't be surprised if we see a Twilight Council going down somewhat soon, especially with Adept first.
Actually, yeah. This is one gate expand as well out of Cristiano. That's kind of like the meta against Terrans, though. One gate expand, isn't it?
Yeah, the only difference really is core first versus Nexus first. There is a variation that Clem did at EWC that I've been wondering if other Protoxes were going to copy, where you forego Warp Gate and you get a Zealot early on, and you can try to cancel the low ground CC. I wonder if that's why Triple's going for the high ground CC.
Yeah, I mean, how much time do you lose by floating the CC over, and is it worth the risk of having it cancelled? Do you think Triple's paid attention? Well, I mean, we won't know, but how many people do you think have actually had a look at Clem's replay?
Well, this guy, or Cristiano's not doing it this game, so I don't think that's something we necessarily have to worry about. But honestly, not enough, because I've been using that build on ladder for the last 2 weeks, and it is fantastic.
Really? Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it's more efficient, obviously, to build your CC on location, but how much time do you reckon you lose by building it here and floating it over?
15-20 seconds or so. You gotta think the orbital takes, I think, like 23 to 25 seconds, somewhere in there, to morph as well. So it's just like you're not the time you're floating plus that you lose about 3 SCVs worth of build time.
Yeah, I guess, like big enough difference.
But I mean, I think it's better to just place, it's better to have the CC than to lose it. You lose the CC and they have a natural nexus up, the game is almost forfeit at that point. So
yeah. Cristiano's
sees the drop coming out here.
Yeah, perfect. And I mean, I love the Ops ++ mod where you get to see the camera location. So Cristiano straight away popping and seeing, oh, okay, medevac on the way. He's setting up quite nicely. 10 workers ahead at this stage. The game's pretty good. Oh, he's going to lose a lot of time flying this over. But 10 workers up at this stage of the game is pretty good for the Terran as the Reaper comes in. Shouldn't get too much
Blinks
done.
about 20 seconds from being done.
Yeah. Since they shouldn't get
In Khorne, we're going to see like 8 to 10 stalkers move across the map. I think that's what the Prism's for as well. It's looking like he wants to put on some pressure here. And it's a 4-gate. It's a 4-gate opener. It's a more aggressive variant.
Yeah, also with the War Prism. Just leaving the shade there long enough to stop the CC from landing.
Oh, what a pickup. Nice save. Little fancy here at a triple.
Yeah. And see if triple's going to be able to make Cristiano work for this one.
So he saw the robo being chronoed and he saw 3 gateways. He should be a little privy to what's going on if he plays a lot of this matchup, but I think what we're going to be seeing here soon is this Warp Prism loading up these stalkers and going into the main base, and a bunch more warping in. All he's got to do is determine where this tank is and how easy it is to blink in there.
Yeah,
There we go.
Yeah, these Marines trying to move forward and catch that observer, but oh.
Nice blink backs.
Yeah, Triple's gonna have to negate this.
Blink forward, gets the siege tank. All right, now there's not really too much for the Terran to be able to defend here. Like I was talking about, this is the much more aggressive variant. Oh, the second siege tank in the back. Here come the SCVs. Oh, very aggressive blink forward. Man's trying to emulate his inner hero.
Yeah. The SCVs are just fighting against these stalkers. I don't think Triple's going to be able to hold this any longer. No tanks, no real army units here. Everything's kind of in production. Yeah.
Nice War Prism micro on top of the blink micro. This is really just a skill check kind of build.
Yeah. And tank pops out, but I mean it's just doing a ring around the CC
way
at
too
the
late,
moment. Yeah, for sure. This game number 1's done. Unfortunately for Triple, Cristiano going for some pretty hyper aggressive stuff, and like you said, it's probably just a little skill check one, and that's it. I mean, game number 1 goes the way of Cristiano rather decisively, but I mean, Triple's micro.
Showcasing some cute micro, yeah.
Yeah, Triple's micro was pretty good.
I mean, if he had a victory against Dracnus, I know it's only one game to go off of, but that tells me he's at least like Master 2 level or higher, right? So it's definitely some quality games here.
Yeah, actually I think Drac had entered here, but I don't think he checked in, so he's not going to be participating this week. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. It was for Triple, I guess a pretty rough start to this series, but it's not over yet. Yeah, Cristiano just going aggressive and getting the job done. It looks like a pretty strong build out of the Protoss. As a Terran, how do you counter that? Like, how do you
well,
push
with his
that back?
opener, so he like opening double Widow Mine like that, you don't really have like your tank production is starting very late to be able to deal with that amount of stalkers. Most of the time, you know the stalkers are coming. You want to put a bunker by the cliff in the main base, and then one at the natural, and then you start spreading out your tanks that way. But with the opener that he had, I think it would have been more. How do I say? Like, he would have had a better shot at bringing the game back if he kept a medevac in the bottom side and waited for the stalkers to come across and then counterattacked with it.
Yeah.
Because if you counterattack, you at least have a chance of like bringing the Protoss home, and it's just like any time you can buy in that situation when someone's being that aggressive is crucial.
Okay. Yeah, let's also not forget the Marines were moving across to try and get rid of that observer as the stalkers came in from Cristiano. So a lot of those Marines got picked off.
I really think his biggest mistake is not having a bunker, at least one at the natural.
Yeah.
Protoss is almost always going to be, oh, Cristiano's playing Terran.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
That's not supposed to happen.
But Protoss is almost always going to be aggressive between the 4.5 minute mark and the 6 minute mark with some sort of blink stalkers, whether it's your typical 9 from a 2 gate or some more aggressive variant of a 3 or a 4 gate. It just, the moment you have blink, you have map control for the next 2-ish minutes or so until Terran's stim and +1 in combat is done. So
okay. So those 4 minutes are yeah. I'm glad I said that because it was a race check. We would have had to remake again. So yeah, that like 4 minute mark is when you're really in the most danger, I guess.
It's also the time when Terran starport units are finishing for, like, say, the medevac for dropping those Widow Mines for reference. So it's just like you're walking a fine line when you're being aggressive super early against the Protoss because you know blink's coming. It's about to be done by the time you're getting there, and it's just it's a knife's edge, man.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you want to introduce our first player?
We'll do it opposite this time. Just because I'm a little Terran biased, like I said, in the bottom right-hand corner with the green SCVs this time, he is our underdog, Triple.
And in the top left with the red Protoss probes for Onside Gaming. Up 1-0. Give it up for Cristiano. Yeah, let's see. It's going to be it's going to be an uphill battle here for Triple. He's coming across with a
eBay block.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
I was like, that was a 16. That was a 16 scout. Usually
Yeah.
the scouts at 18. So
Yeah, I was going to say that's very early. Cristiano going to spot it, but instead just going to go for the third base location, I guess.
yeah, with no Reaper Cliff in this map, it's really not that much of a difference. All you have to do is defend the low ground regardless. So
Cool. Well, triple cancels that one relatively early, just trying to get the minerals back, and you'll probably use them somewhere else instead. So
I wonder why he decided to take the triangle base instead of the horizontal base. The horizontal base is still up on the cliff of the natural. I find defending ramps easier than being down at the end of one. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So I wonder what his decision making here, what that is.
do you think he feels pretty confident that he's just going to be able to get up to 3 bases anyway? So
Yeah, for sure.
I
really like the decision of Triple to cancel the eBay block once he realized the Nexus is at the third base location, though. He gets that money back faster. He'll be able to put his CC down at a relatively normal time, and the Protoss base is off location. So I think that was a very smart decision by him.
Yeah, the CC has come down already. So yeah, Triple, yeah, just kind of setting up these early games, unless someone's doing something super aggressive, kind of just watching players dot their R's and cross their T's, and making sure that people don't get too supply blocked in the early game. And I mean, sometimes it happens, dude. Happens to the best of players. So
I have a feeling we're gonna see another aggressive variant of Cristiano get a 223 Twilight Council, which was big, and he went adept first to be able to afford that a little faster. So, and it's like a Korean saying, but something I've learned over the last couple of weeks for laddering on KR is that if they view themselves as the better player, then they always decide to be aggressive. So we're seeing an example of that here with Cristiano, I feel like.
Yeah, with really fast blink.
And you have the Terran being defensive, putting the CC in the high ground in both games.
Yeah. That might just be Triple's way of opening, but yeah, Cristiano with his adept once again. It was a double Hellion opener though, so
he should be able to kill this. Oh, nice shade away.
Yeah. Pretty much insta shade away is. Yeah, Cristiano with 2 more gates, so going up to 3 gates. You expect to see just
Banshee or Raven? Banshee.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So Triple mixing it up to some. Going for 4 aliens moving across the map. Do you think Cristiano's going to be super aggressive, or is that blink just going to be a bit defensive? I guess he might be a little bit defensive because he's been forced to take this third base location.
I think the moment he deflects the Hellion aggression, though, we're going to be seeing a counterattack.
Yeah, Hellion's going to rush into the main. Okay.
This could be big. Ooh, he's being indecisive here.
Yeah. Ooh. Let's see how.
Okay, with the shield battery there and only 2 Hellions, yeah, he knows there's not much left he can get done there. Had he not stopped on that ramp, he had a potential to get like 10 to 12 workers there, I feel.
Yeah, and that's absolutely huge in a game like this. Yeah, I mean, losing 4 Hellions and getting 1 probe went down this game. I don't know if that was the initial probe in the beginning of the game, but it is going to be cloaked Banshees here for Triple. So
we're seeing the same 4 gate from Cristiano though. The War Prism's almost done. The 4th gate's about to finish. And he stopped making probes at 41, so we're about to be seeing the immense repeat of last game here.
Yeah.
I like that we have a bunker at least this time. I wish it was slightly further forward, but I think this is. I mean, it's still better than no bunker. So
yeah, and the second tank's about to finish up now. Second tank's just popped, which should probably do.
If he can buy time until cloak, I think he'll survive the stalker attack because there's no observer. Oh, there's one actually coming across right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a tire holder for Triple as the second bunker's coming down, but it's not going to be here in time. Oh, the blink. Wow.
Nope, okay. Full in the SCVs. Tank and bunker gone. This is going to be a rough defense. We need to have another bunker started.
On the high ground. There's an NG bay here in the front. I thought it was a second bunker. No bunker here at all. It's the second tank.
Observer.
Oh, SCV's getting
Four
pulled
more
in here.
stalkers getting warped in.
Yeah, getting warped in right here in the face. I think you're right. I think Cristiano just feels like he's might just be the slightly better player here. There's a tank on the high ground. SCVs. I was going to say SCVs really need to get around that tank and mash repair, but that tank survives to get another 2 volleys off as some Marines show up here. Do they have stim? Marines
No,
don't have stim. No stim, no combat shields on these Marines. Marines are not going to do too well. 4 more stalkers getting warped in here. Oh, kind of feel bad here for Triple Cristiano going for some really aggressive builds, and yep, tank pops out, gets deleted from the game. Like I say, gotta feel bad for Triple Cristiano just getting aggressive.
Especially because he had such a good setup for the defense. So unfortunately, the second tank wasn't in range of the first one, and we didn't have a pre-pull on the SCVs to repair the bunker.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
he actually was way better set up to defend this game than he was in the previous game, but...
Yep.
GG gets called.
That's kind of all she wrote, man. Wow. Gotta feel bad there for Triple, but Cristiano's good, man. Losing to Cristiano is not something that I think anybody would feel too bad about.
Definitely not.
So yeah, man, that was you've come, and Protoss is now just too strong. Too strong. How was your series though against what were your thoughts when going up against Mindel?
He's actually one of the few like top 50, I'd say, Europeans that I played against that I don't think I've ever actually heard of. So it was a new experience for me. I don't have anything to reference going against him. He was very diligent in his resilient is a better word for it. He was very resilient in his defense. It didn't feel undoable. I definitely think, you give me 50 more games, I'll probably win 20 of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's an insanely good Protoss player. Something to learn from as well. I'm definitely going to be going and reviewing those 2 games.
Yeah, Mendel's also another staple in the CSO Cup. So if you're going to participate next time, there's a high chance you'll go up against him. And I guess that's definitely something at Letter Legends you guys recommend, is watching your replays and seeing exactly where you've gone wrong.
Especially for competitive settings like tournaments.
Yeah.
Because the preparation is half of the battle, right?
Yeah.
So that was one of the things I was a little worried about was seeing going against him. It's like I had no prerequisites. Like even, for example, Nightmare at the top of the bracket, I've played him 3 or 4 times in cups, so it's like I have an idea of the kind of play style he likes to go for, right?
Okay. That's cool. I mean, yeah, like you say, preparation's important. I guess that's what makes GSL so different from every other tournament, is that's a weekly prep basis tournament.
You stop playing the matchup, you start playing the person.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Do you think Sarah will ever go play GSL?
I don't think he necessarily sees a reason to, especially because his first year of dominance, he won GSL versus the world when Maru was like on a super hot streak, and everyone was chanting about the fact that Maru was gonna be the one that stopped him in his tracks, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I think as long as he continues to be on top of the world, even when the Koreans show up to the rest of the world events, I don't think he'll feel a need to. I think the only time we'd see him in GSL is kind of like how you see other pros whenever they start to perform less well in tournaments. Overall, maybe they're getting top 8s more regularly than they normally do, and then I feel like you see them announce something about going to Korea to practice and then potentially playing in GSL. It happened with Scarlet. I know Raynor went there just for practice specifically.
Yeah, Special was also out there for a long time.
Yeah, he was out there for Brood War and stuff like that though, right? Back when he was under the moniker of Major and whatnot.
Yeah, it looks like we're following Cristiano because the Mindel and Nightmare have kicked off, so we'll see if we can hop into game number 2 there, or if we're just going to continue watching Cristiano into his series going up against Letterlex. So
is Letterlex a what race is he? Let's see. We have 4 Protoss players in the top 4.
I'm not surprised.
Very true. Anything below the absolute highest level, right?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But I mean, that's why I love doing this, man. This is why I spend my Saturdays doing this, because I just get PvP all the time.
Yeah, 5600 versus 5800. This ought to be a very good match, actually. I'm sure these guys play each other all the time. Oh no, sorry, I was thinking of Mendel. Excuse me.
Yeah, well,
6,500. Man, dude's
Yeah.
going crazy on the ladder.
rank 3. Rank 3 versus rank 43. But, I mean, it's still...
It's PvP, like you said.
Dude, like, I mean, there is definitely that... MMR definitely will play a difference, but in PvP, not so much, man. Like, PvP, anything can happen. If he's got DTs and you don't have detection, what you gonna do, man?
Game's over, exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, and also, I think once you reach the Grandmaster League, and people might not agree with me on this, but this is how I've always felt, is that like anyone can take a game off anyone. You can all of the people in this league can hit the buttons at the same speed as the people at the top. You know? So
Yeah.
it's just like all it takes is doing it once, even accidentally, in the correct order against any opponent, and the game's yours. So PvP, that's even more showcased, as you were saying. It's just a tilt of a...
Oh, it's lovely, man. I love spectating it. It's my absolute favorite. I mean, it's disappointing that it is 4 Protoss players, but it's just here for my enjoyment. And for the enjoyment of the viewers, of course, but our regular viewers will know this is it's a lovely sunny day here in London. The weather's great. PvP finals all the way. It's a good time. It's a very good time. Where are you based, dude?
What are your predictions? Oh, I'm from Texas.
You're in Texas? Nice.
Yes, sir. Sunny and hot out here.
Good.
What are your predictions for the finals? Which two do you think are gonna make it there?
Let me look at the bracket. I mean, Nightmare vs Mindle is probably a really good series. It'll probably be Christiana Mindle. I don't know about Nightmare.
You think so? I think Nightmare's gonna take the whole thing, man. Nightmare's insane. Yeah, he's top 10 on League Act for a while. He plays consistently in Code A and Code S, and he also, I mean, he's just a beast. He's one of few people I've ever gone against that the entire series feels impossible from inception.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, then it's probably Nightmare Christiana final.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's gonna be Nightmare Christiana. I'm hoping Christiana can pull it through for Europe over here.
That'll be cool. I mean, I guess we'll have Ping to contend with then, and we'll have to see if we're swapping servers and stuff. But
yeah, what do you think? They'll probably want to do NA West, maybe, or NA Central.
Probably Central.
Yeah,
we'll see. It's up to them. If they want us to swap, we'll swap. But yeah, probably a Nightmare Christiana final. I don't want to count Letterlex out, and Mindle's good. It's been the steady of the cup, but yeah, it's probably Nightmare Christiana final. I reckon the Protoss is going to win it though.
Crazy prediction.
Yeah, that's my prediction. It's going to be Protoss, man. It has to be. But yeah, let's see. We got just waiting for some vetoes. First veto goes down as Ultra Love, so not too surprising with that. Are you surprised with Ultra Love getting vetoed out?
It makes me sad to see. I think Ultra Love is one of the most interesting maps we currently have in the pool. I like having a ramp at the natural. It's a relatively safe expand, but you have to branch out into that little middle section where it tends to just be an all-out brawl. The distance between the third bases, if the players decide to take the triangle bases, is nil to none. It's very short, and I enjoy that about games because it's just like the moment someone decides to turn on the gas, you're instantly in action, and it almost never stops.
Yeah.
It's also very easy to maneuver around the sides of that map, like go side to side, attacking left and right.
Yeah, I mean it is. We'll see. We'll see if it comes through on the best of 5. PvP, are there certain maps you don't want to play? If you're coaching someone.
Me personally, no. The only maps I recommend doing to students or anything like that is if there's Zerg players, and it's usually recommending Last Fantasy get vetoed because that's just a Catalina love child.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna have a good time on that map.
Yeah, so let's see. What do you think the next veto is going to be? Sorry, I'm just getting some messages.
That's a
here.
good question.
Cool.
I
If you
assume it will be one of the more non-standard maps. If I had to guess, it's probably either going to be Persephone or Torches that gets vetoed.
okay, yeah, I mean in that Cristiano triple, series, there wasn't really any vetoes. Both players were happy to play any sort of map, which kind of made me feel like Triple feels super comfortable in this matchup, and he's probably feeling pretty good going into the series. Saying he doesn't particularly have anything he doesn't want to play on. But
Oh yeah, Triple. He was putting on a good showing. I think, like I said, the adaptations from the first to the second game were very noticeable in how he was going to defend. I think he need keeping his first initial units alive and or / getting more value out of them.
Yeah.
Was something he could definitely work on. For against players of Cristiano's caliber for sure. It's just you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. So, or a kilometer, I guess, for friends overseas.
I'm in London, man. They still use the wrong measurement here, miles. So originally from South Africa, so kilometers are correct.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I know what you mean. Cristiano definitely he ran away with that one. Losing those 4 Hellions in the game number 2 definitely didn't help Triple in.
Especially because he had such a good opportunity for worker kills right there. Blink wasn't done, and he had all 4 Hellions already in the main base, and there were only 2 Stalkers to defend.
Well, yeah, let's see. I don't know. Not too sure what the hold up is here. We'll see.
Cristiano yes was for 5 minutes, right? Yeah. Oh, I guess it's been that was 10 minutes ago. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Cristiano. Yeah, we'll see. In the meantime, I'm keeping my eyes on this bracket to see if Nightmare and Mindle get done anytime soon. Might even be worth trying to see if they're. Yeah, no, they're definitely still in game. I was gonna say we could pop into their game 2 or 3. Depending how that series is going, but until then, we just have to hurry up and wait. Sometimes the matches line up nicely and people play pretty well. Other times they don't. Just looking at the bracket, there was only 1-2-1 in today's cup. Nightmare, Shino taking a map off a Nightmare. The rest of the series have all been 2-0s.
Very, very clean sweeps by our Protoss players.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shino for putting up against the fight against Nightmare.
Yeah, so far the only person to make him bleed. So,
and he wasn't even a Protoss player, so we don't even know if he'll be bleeding in PvP.
That's it.
Look at Nightmare, man, taking out all the other races out of the tournament, taking out a Zerg, a Terran, now a Protoss, potentially.
Just speaking to the boss quickly. Yeah, let's see how these vetoes going.
Alright, he vetoed Last Fantasy, and then he vetoed Torches after Ultra Love, so... We get one more veto from Letterlex, I think. Actually, what are there, 9 maps or 7 maps?
Okay, here we go. Letterlex is decided. Map number 1 going to be Leylands. Map 2 will be...
Maganatha and Tokamak.
Yeah. If we get to map 3, Tokamak's going to be... What a map to decide it on.
Yeah, 3 macro maps. Who would have guessed?
PvP, definitely not me.
I'm surprised no one wanted to go for anything like Persephone or Last Fantasy. Good proxy Stargate maps.
Yeah, we'll just see. One more race check. And then... There we go. And we're finally underway.
Platinum Heroes versus Onside.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I think it'll be a good one, but Cristiano definitely favored in this series. Be nice to see it go to a game 3 though. Let's swap this round and let's get this underway. Finally, we have Our second semi-final to start, but the first one on stream in the top right-hand corner for Platinum Heroes. Give it up for Letterlex.
In the bottom left-hand corner with the blue probes from Onside Gaming, he is our resident here at CSO. It is Christianer.
Yeah, PvP goodness, man. PvP goodness.
It's going to be some variation of 2-gate, most likely. Are we going to be seeing Stalker Sentry from both sides, or are we going to be seeing a double Adept from one with an early Stargate?
Yeah, in these matchups especially, it's nice to just watch the production tab and just see where the deviations come from your side as a coach. You'll be able to see it and say, okay, you know, he's doing this because he wants to kind of go into that.
I think Letterlex is a little nervous. He immediately sent out a scout.
Yeah. Very early scout, just trying to make sure. Christiana, I don't know if I've ever seen Christiana proxy. He's kind of like an honest player, likes to play at stock standard, kind of like a Cyril approach.
Get up to his
game.
Blink Stalkers, yeah.
Yeah, and just play it as it should be. He's gonna come in and see that everything is where it's supposed to be.
Okay, we're getting a pylon from Letterlex. I was worried about that for a second.
A little bit late in comparison to Christiana's, for sure.
As long as it finishes before the Cybercore, you're alright, though.
Yeah, bang on, as you said. Bang on.
Let's see what the units are. Sentry. And set it. We're just getting a Sentry to start. Double Adept from Christianer. Makes me think he wants to go Stargate here.
He's going to be Sentry Stalker.
Sentry Stalker, so it's likely Letterlex is going to be going for an expand. Christiana's got 200 gas here. Are we going to be seeing a Stargate? Nope, another Adept. 2 more Adepts. Okay, place a pylon, giving him a little less resources to work with. I'm really curious what kind of tech we're going to be going for here. We're floating a little bit of gas on the side of Christianer. Maybe he wants to get his Nexus down first. Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Yeah, both players expand.
I don't think this opener is very optimal for Christianer. So he just floating 350 gas here. Usually, like, he got his second gas 10 seconds earlier than Letterlex, and then he went for a double Adept, which is usually an indicator of quicker tech, but we still haven't seen a tech structure come out from him.
Yeah, still floating a bit. We've got, yeah, he does have the 4 Adepts. They're going to kind of marry up and see what they can get done, but Little Lex has his probe on the high ground ready to close the door.
Ready to wall that off.
Yeah.
Very nice. I like that he's waiting and not canceling it immediately because he knows he can get a second use out of that battery wall.
Yeah. And both players going for a robo, so no real deviation yet out of these players apart from their army units of choice.
Forge coming down for Letterlex. He's playing this how I like to play it myself, trying to be ahead on those upgrades. In PvP, I feel like it's massively important.
Yeah.
Gives you such a big advantage early on. We got 4 more Adepts coming over here for Christianer. He's gonna be shitting him with 8 Adepts. Maybe he's trying to play on the fact that he knows his opponent, or most other Protoss players are likely opening multiple sentries in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean,
no probe is already there for the wall, and the shade's finished.
Yeah,
we're gonna be seeing some sentry target fire here.
Good probe pull there straight away, not losing any, and the wall gets done.
But the wall also walled the probes out, so nice force field. We should be seeing a kill on the sentry and then a recall here, if I had to guess. Maybe he's trying to wait until the shield battery finishes. Yeah, I think he is.
He's gonna make sure that that finishes and doesn't cancel.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have 2 more Adepts over here, so we still have the ability to one-shot probes. Oh, force field. Another probe goes down. Meanwhile, Christianer is pulling ahead in workers here. He's already 2 ahead. He's already also got an Immortal out already, plus 3 sentries of his own.
Yeah,
I'd say that was pretty alright for him.
Yeah, pretty good for the 8 Adepts. Like you said, he was floating. There was, do you think there was a little bit of indecision as to what he wanted to do? But I mean, ultimately going for those 8 adepts, he got quite a bit done. Forced that.
He ended up going sentries behind it too, so he kind of made up for the gas floating early on. However, I think he was lacking on pro production a bit because he killed 8 of his opponent, but he's only 2 ahead at the moment. Even though the Nexus were almost identical in terms of timing.
Yeah. It's a good point there.
We're going to be seeing some aggression from Letterlex. Letterlex feeling the pressure after those adepts.
Yeah.
I think it's an ill-advised attack from him, though. There we go. Nice save.
Yeah, for sure. The War Prism was there, but he wasn't able to keep any of those 2 Stalkers alive. 4 gateways on the side here for Cristiano. So Cristiano, you think he's just going to go for a really strong 2-base timing here?
He does not have a forge, though.
Oh.
So I would... Oh, he canceled the wall. The adepts are getting in.
Yeah.
Going to be seeing some damage here. 3 probes already down. With the prism, 6 probes down and the prism to follow.
Cristiano
Nice.
put down the wall and then just cancelled it almost immediately. That's a little bit of a feel bad. He's probably kicking himself for those 8 losses. Letterlex now.
And that puts Letterlex up 9 probes. He's back in the lead. He's also got an upgrade advantage here. So the only thing he does not have an advantage in is immortal count currently. Is 3 immortals to 1 at the moment. So if Cristiano goes right now, I think he will have a nice window of opportunity.
Cristiano's going to pick off this one random immortal. Letterlex, unfortunately.
Oh no. The Klim rally.
Wow. Letterlex definitely kicking himself. But he does have more depth in the main base. Well, the depths are fighting still because it's not going to go too well. But War Prism going to get out before Blink. So
He should recall his prism. I think he needs it for micro potential here.
yeah.
War Prism micro from the side of Cristiano with no War Prism micro from the side of Letterlex. I think this is a losing fight every time. Double Guardian Shield doesn't actually do anything. I think he's a little trigger happy on that button. Here comes the War Prism micro. First, only Immortal goes down for Letterlex.
Yeah.
Big game.
Cristiano. Yeah, good game out of Cristiano. Letterlex, unfortunately, with that, like you said, that Klim rally, that immortal just going across the map, and I mean, he was very busy, and unfortunately, that's kind of how it goes.
So yeah, it's unfortunate. I would have put him 2 immortals against 3, and suddenly that fight is much more winnable when you have shield batteries on your side as well.
Yeah, for sure. And recalling doing a recall on the War Prism would have been a micro battle. With Cristiano just looking pretty strong, man.
Swap me with Cristiano, please. In the yeah, there we go.
Good. Cristiano already is like go. He's still tearing.
Yeah. He's eager.
Oh yeah.
I really think Letterlex was in a great spot after that adept harass. If he'd have just pulled everything home and built a couple extra shield batteries, he was +1 to +0. Army supply was pretty even.
Yeah.
Cristiano hit probably the one and only window that would have, like, I think if he doesn't kill him there, to win the game, he would have had to draw it out like a lot longer from that point. You're talking like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, Maganatha.
The macro map.
Well, go ahead. Introduce our first player.
In the top left-hand corner from Platinum Heroes, the underdog in this series, but hopefully he can pull it back for a 1-2 maybe. It is Letterlex.
And in the bottom right, looking pretty strong in the 2 series we've seen. Give it up for the Blue Protoss player from Onside Gaming. It's Cristiano. Yeah, and I've just seen Nightmare's 2-0 at Mindle, so Nightmare's gonna go against the winner of this series. Might not be decided in this map, and we might get to Tokamak if Letterlex can get one back, but yeah, not me. Waiting in the final. Letterlex once again with the early scout. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty good final, I think, with Nightmare. Depending on, regardless of who he goes up against.
Oh yeah,
That's going to be pretty good to see. But
Once again, another PvP, so anything can happen.
Precisely, anything can happen, and it's quite cool. Nice to see. Let's Alex, like you say, was in a good position in that game. It wasn't perfect, but he was in a really good position to make that hold happen.
His worker production was outshining Cristiano almost the whole game. So getting those 8 probes, like, I would just love to see what he's capable of in a longer macro game. But I also wouldn't mind seeing some aggression, like a proxy robo or a 3-gate robo, something like that, come out of him. Just gotta give him a chance to really showcase his skills here.
Yeah, we'll see. What do you think Let's Alex needs to do in this match to bring it back? Do you think he needs to?
I'm ready for some Protoss trickery, man. Like,
yeah.
trying to throw his opponent off with the via information. It's one of the strongest ways you can beat opponents that you consider better than you.
Yeah. Feed them information so that they make decisions and then do something different. Both players going for a little bit of a pylon block just to be super annoying, but both players open Sentry Stalker, I think. Am I right? Yeah, both players open Sentry Stalker this time.
Nexus, they're doing almost identical build orders right now.
Yeah.
Double Sentry coming out of Cristiano, though, after the first one.
And Let's Alex with an early robo. Okay. I mean, I say early, I guess just...
Twilight versus robo, though. So we're seeing some variation here.
That's cool. Very nice to see. Obviously, Hallucinated Phoenix is coming in from both sides. Just getting a scout off and both players getting a good read of what's going to go, what's happening, what their opponents are doing. So
it's very hard to hide info in the current meta in PvP with so much Hallucination Scout going on with Energy Overcharge. The amount of times you fly a Hallucinated Phoenix across at the 2.5-minute mark and you meet the other one in the middle of the map.
yeah. That's good. Another one coming out of Cristiano. There we go. It's just going to be endless Hallucinated Phoenixes coming across. I guess Cristiano just doesn't want to get caught out. Just doesn't want to die to anything unexpected.
Especially when your opponent's doing something slightly different than you, right? Like Robo versus Twilight.
Yeah.
Cristiano needs to survive until Blink, really.
Look at the hallucinated probes heading out all over the map.
Check and make sure there's no hidden proxies, no bases, anything like that. Double Adept actually being spotted by Cristiano's probes, so we have some Stalkers and Sentries coming out to meet them. Give me 2 free kills here. Nice targeting the one in the front to make sure neither of them get away.
Yeah, a great toggle fire there by Cristiano.
He stopped making probes over here, though, so we're going to be seeing a third base. There it is.
Yeah, this is the macro map, you said so. So, third base coming down from Cristiano first. Let's Alex, not just yet. Twilight on the way, as well as an Immortal. Second Immortal, I should say. So,
Letalex is going to be able to get some free info here because he knows that his opponent doesn't have a robo, so this observer can just sit here and give him consistent information. I don't know if he spotted that move out. I really hope he did, though. He saw it leave, but you don't know if he actually saw it, right? I don't think he did.
Yeah, and here we go. This is his first sign of the army that's coming across the map. Oh, force field's going to be dangerous.
Blink's done, though. Blinking on top of the Immortal. Another second Immortal pops out, though.
Yeah, no shield battery here at the natural, so what Let's Alex has here... Yeah, a few more. It should be enough, I think. No,
we need some Warpins to come in here.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on cooldown right now. Oh, he warped in at the Warp Prism. Okay, so he thinks he has enough to hold this here, but I don't necessarily agree.
Yeah, there's nothing left here apart from the 2 Stalkers that are warping in here. 2 Stalkers against 5 and a Sentry. Let's Alex might be in a little bit of trouble here. He's got some units. I mean, this is what you were saying in the previous game. You know, you want to try to keep your opponent busy on the other side of the map. He's got his Warp Prism heading in here, but that's just some Adepts. What does he have at home?
No, the Immortal popped out. Okay, he thinks he can kill this with 5 Stalkers. Alright, so there it is. I was going to say a Warp in as a wall after the Blink. If he can keep this Immortal alive, I think he has a good shot.
Yep, 4 Adepts actually going to buy him enough time for that Immortal to start to regen, but there was no shield battery here at the front.
He only killed 3 probes on the other side. I don't think it was worth warping in those Adepts here. He could have cleaned these Stalker Sentry up much sooner if they had been Stalkers on his side of the map. Oh, we have Glaives done here, though. And 4 more Adepts being warped in at the 3rd. Okay, so we're going for like a mass harassment style here.
Ooh, Stalkers blink down. Oh man, they're gonna be able to
What a
pick up
snipe.
that. Yeah. But these Adepts are gonna shape forward. Cristiano, these Adepts do have... Okay, he's gonna cancel them.
He'd win that fight down there. These Adepts will be mincing some probes if they ever have the chance to get on top of them. I do not agree with this move out here. I don't think he has enough to contest the amount of Stalkers. That Immortal is on 22 HP. I guess because he's worried because he saw a 3rd base and he doesn't have one himself. Okay. Here come the Adepts. Okay, we're getting some serious probe kills here.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like the fact that he decided to leave the 2 Immortals out on the map. Maybe even going to send them home in a bit. But the Adepts are going to shade up into the main base. They're going to get more probe kills here. 12 so far. 13. Okay. It's at least decent. He is starting to equalize the workers here. They're both now on 40 or 41, 40. Let's and Cristiano respectively. So yeah, Let's at least buying himself a bit of time, getting himself back into this. It's going to be tough,
Cristiano also
though.
being very generous, moving his army right under the Observer.
Yeah, it is going to be tough though here for Let's though. 2 bases against 3. The worker count is... Cristiano's just steaming ahead now in terms of workers. Let's hasn't made any more.
Yeah, he hasn't taken a 3rd. He's really trying to do some sort of all in here. I would have loved to see a 3rd base behind that type of aggression, and then you just keep harassing with the Adepts. Like, the only way I think you're going to win in this type of scenario is with the especially going for a harassment style, is if you're continuing to further your economy behind it.
Yeah.
Ledalex thinks he can do it with 3 Immortals here, though. We got Adepts going into the natural, so we're going to be seeing the Stalkers come back. Great start. Going to be getting 8 more probes off the rip.
Yeah, but that hallucinated Phoenix spotting this army waiting outside the 3rd base is exactly what Cristiano needed. He needed that information to be able to split off his army. I mean, he's going to lose a lot of workers, but you know,
no Prism Snipe, so we get a warp in of 6 more Adepts. 3 Immortals is a force to be reckoned with here.
Yeah, yeah. Let's might just have what it takes. Oh, Stalker.
Oh, the Prism Snipe.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no more. Oh, and Zealots already have charge.
Yeah, the prison snipe there is pretty huge. No offensive warp-ins here. Let's has to work with what he's got, but I mean,
There's the shade.
yeah, Immortals get taken out. Stalker's now going to start snipe off as few of these Adepts, as many of these Adepts as possible. Adepts finish their shade into natural. Nothing really here. And try shade up into the main. Cristiano, I think, just has enough to clean this up. Like you said, it would have been nice.
Ledalex is pulling ahead on supply.
Oh yeah, 8 workers at the moment, and he's still got... Oh, okay. Adepts finally get cleaned up. Cristiano loses 16 workers. Well, like you said, it would have been great if Letalex had that 3rd base.
Why? Oh, I don't. Aye. That is unfortunate. Like, just when he's finally pulling ahead on supply, he's actually got a 10 supply lead. He leaves the game. He's ahead by double in economy at the moment in which he decides to leave. I don't think the presence of the 3rd Nexus should have been enough to warrant that there, especially with how well he was doing with. That's sad to see. I think I really think he had a shot there of winning that game.
Yeah, it is a kind of like feel bad there, because Letalex.
You look at the resource collection rate of Cristiano. Letalex was putting in some crazy work.
Yeah, it was a good game though. Letalex definitely brought it in game number 2. I wasn't too convinced by that aggression with the Adepts and the Immortals, but like you said, 3 Immortals with all of those Glaive Adepts. It was
They were
looking
just
pretty...
meat shields for him. It was very nice.
Yeah, it was looking pretty good. But let's see. Okay, well, we've got a Nightmare Cristiano final. It is kind of what
we were expecting, kind of.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good one. What are your predictions? You've seen Cristiano.
I think Nightmare is a better macro version of Letalex here. I think like Letalex was trying to be aggressive with the harassment. Nightmare loves to harass in game, so I can imagine we'll be seeing like that same type of style we were just seeing, but with like I love Letalex. No offense to him, but like slightly better macro behind like a 3rd Nexus, that kind of thing. So I wonder how Cristiano is going to deal with someone who is consistently having like next stages of the game ready to go. Yeah,
I think this is going to be pretty good. let's see if we can get Nightmare to join on us. Yeah, I'm gonna throw us into a short little break while we get our final set up. Yeah, so stick around, everyone. We've got probably one of the best PvP finals we're gonna see in a while. So yeah, we'll be right back.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion.
Yo, so we are back. We have yeah, it looks like we are pretty much ready to go. Yeah, just waiting for Nightmare to join, but he is ready. Just trying to get everyone all in the same place. Yeah, really looking forward to this PvP finals. Nightmare vs Christiana. This is gonna be really good. Shout out to Groovy, who joined me for a couple games. He'll probably be back. He'll probably be back for possibly game number 2. But yeah, we're just maxing, relaxing, waiting to get some of these vetoes underway. Both players are in the right place. I hope you are all enjoying yourselves. We've got yeah, get some water, get some snacks, because this could be a long one. Let's not forget Groovy Amundo at a 24-minute base trade, and I mean that's a good time. So let's see. Let's see. Both of these players are really good. So yeah, there we go. Ultra Love, the first one that gets vetoed out. Yeah, so yeah, we getting this underway. There we go. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this. You guys know me. PvP's my my thing to watch. I thoroughly enjoy the chaos. And we'll see exactly how this these finals go. We are going to have another caster in here. Hatsu. I'm going to be doing the cast in a different language, so I think that's just going to be a Russian cast. So nice to have some multiple broadcasting of the same game. I've just got myself some water, and I'm ready to kick this off. We for some reason let's see if that's going to work. Okay, Ultra Love is out. Torches is out. Last Fantasy. There we go. Last Fantasy is now out. Man, I love it when a plan comes together and everything starts working as it should. Once again, shout out to Ladder Legends. Just before we kick off this final, shout out to Ladder Legends for making this possible, for joining us. Yeah, shout out to Ladder Legends for joining us on this journey, making this this tournament possible. Someone in from Ladder Legends, I see Gamer Richie and Chatters in there. You guys want to just drop a link to your Discord, drop a link to any sort of information so that people can have a look, read up, join Ladder Legends, get involved, and you know, make use of the wonderful services that you guys provide to get good, and not just to get good, but to get back into enjoying StarCraft. Maganatha gets vetoed out, and first pick is going to be Ley Lines. As yeah, we're pretty much ready to kick this off. Second map gonna be Tokamak. Just gonna finish these. Just gonna finish these picks, I think, before we start the final. It's quite nice that we get to see Tokamak. Will be the first time on stream today that we yeah, pylon map number 3. As yeah, the picks are good. I think we're going to be in for a real barn burner. Both these players. Let me see if I have some. If I have a couple seconds to. Let's click on this button. Does this work? Will have to be these. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Gogo gets called. Um, the stats between these two players are pretty close. This is going to be a real good series. I'm having a look at the head-to-head comparison now, and both these players look. This is going to be a real goodie. I hope you're all as ready for this as I am as we kick this off. Top right hand corner, the blue Protoss probes. Give it up for Nightmare. And the bottom left hand corner, the red Protoss probes. We've seen him look pretty dominant today. We'll see if he can carry that momentum into the finals. Give it up for the red Protoss player. It's Christiana. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I hope you're all ready for it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what these two players want to do. Nightmare going for that early scout. Well, just gonna follow this probe as this one gets all set up. We've got yeah, well, as we get this one all set up and ready to go. Yeah, streamer zone going up against onside here. It's these two players, I don't know how often they would play against each other, but onside has had some really big Koreans in their team, and we've got Poland up against Korea here. We'll see if Christiana can get the job done, or if the Korean powerhouse of StarCraft is going to power on. We've got yeah, so far it's the stock standard opener, I guess, from both players. Neither player wanting to get to do anything too crazy. Both players showing doing the middle of the road, just saying, this is standard, this is what I'm comfortable with. I dot my I's and cross my T's. And we've got double adept going double sentry, a double stalk on the side of Nightmare. So Christiana with the adepts. We'll see if he's going to come across the map or what's going to happen. Nightmare yeah, we'll see who's going to expand first, I guess. It's kind of what I wanted to say. Yeah, both players going to probably drop expansions at the same time. Christiana getting 2 extra adepts before expanding Nightmare, and so Nightmare gets the Nexus down first, but that's not going to be that far ahead. Christiana getting his down. I mean, it was 100 and something minerals behind, but it's nothing nothing too crazy. 2 adepts. Oh, Nightmare Stalker getting some free shots on these adepts. Is yeah, adepts gonna have to turn back home. Nightmare, oh, just so good, getting the yeah, staggering his stalkers, forcing those adepts to cancel their shaders. There we go, 2 stalkers against 4 adepts. The adepts, adepts are looking pretty good. One of the adepts lands up going down, but the adepts are, I was going to say, adepts are really going to try and get a hold of that low HP stalker. 2 sentries that pop in. Yeah, 2 sentries going to show up for the defense. Nightmare going to lose a stalker, but it's, I mean, not at the cost of nothing. Christiana loses another adept. As yeah, we got Robo going up against Twilight. Christiana just starting the adept printer here, just making only adepts. We'll see exactly what he can get done with it. But Nightmare, 3 stalkers and 2 sentries in an okay position here. Oh, adepts are going to meet everybody here in the middle of the map. Nightmare tries to get a force field down to stop the sentries from getting adepts from getting out there, but adepts going to finish their shade. They're really going to commit to getting across the map and getting some damage, but there's no probes here for anything to get done. One probe goes down. The adept's going to run away to the back of the natural here as the shade finishes up. Oh, shade finishes up, and 2 of these adepts, like a strong gust of wind away from dying. Christiana going to try to keep the pressure on here. The sentry wall gets placed. He's going to get another probe. These adepts just running for their lives, trying to stay alive long enough for the shade to finish. One adept does land up going down as the shade finishes, and yep, Christiana gonna be able to get out of there. Be able to get out of there. Is the depth still trying to be super annoying? They are gonna shade into the natural again. Another probe goes down. 2. Oh, Nightmare just using all the sentries. Force fields just trying to keep these adepts shaded in this corner, trying to get rid of them. Finally cleans them up. Nightmare saying, I'm done with these bloody adepts. Get out of my game. Twilight's on the side of Christiana finally as Blink's about half of the way done. Nightmare. 2 adepts of his own heading across the map, but not too much is going to get done with 4 sentries and 2 immortals. Christiana's definitely set up for that robo game. Double adepts. Gonna shade in, and Christiana, he's ready for that. The yeah, two more adepts. He has 2 adepts of his own heading towards the natural. We're gonna get one probe. Oh, 2 probes. The force field just not good enough to keep that adept away from the probes. As an 3 probes. Christiana getting 3 probes. As yeah, another immortal pop shot for Christiana. As yeah, he's gonna try. Yeah, he's gonna hunt down these adepts, and it shows the force fields of his own. 4 force fields just to get rid of those adepts and stop that annoying adept harass. Christiana cleaning that up as yeah, he currently has a what's that, 6 worker advantage. Both players pretty even on supply, just 2 in the favor of Christiana. So yeah, Nightmare gonna try to come across the map and see if he can get something done. Christiana's built some really strong defenses. Yeah, 3 mortals, 4 sentries, a war prism, and now goes into 4 more gates. So Christiana getting set up for a strong defensive game. We shall see how this pans out. Nightmare, 1 stalker just here at the front. Look at the damage on that stalker, just like instant. Unfortunately, the blink just a tiny little bit too late. As Nightmare takes a lot of damage on that 1 stalker. Christiana setting up +1 on the way. Blink about to finish up. Hallucinated Phoenix gonna spot these stalkers just here south of the, well, just here around what would be the 3rd base location. Yeah, Christiana playing a pretty good game. He's feeling pretty confident. 4 immortals, 4 sentries, 5 stalkers heading across the map, and Nightmare might be in a little bit of trouble. Has gone for a 3rd base, and like I said, might be in a little bit of trouble. There is 5 stalkers, 6 stalkers in the main base here. 6 stalkers against 4. Nightmare might just have those 2 warp in here, so they might be at defender's advantage. But on the other side of the map, Christiana has a huge army. That's, I mean, just DPS wise is probably a little bit too much for this. Good force fields here. Got to shave off a couple of these immortals. As both players just force fields all over the show, trying to shave off units wherever they can. The war prism micro from Christiana is pretty good. Keep bringing a couple of these immortals back. It's the only one of the immortals in this fight back at home. More force fields going down here. No sentries remain. So here we go. Nightmare coming in from the back. One stalker coming in from the back. The War Prism is here. Going to try warp in a couple units to try help this probes. Finally getting pulled in here. Nightmare seems to be holding Christiana. It's such a good opportunity to get so much done. He's now just backtracking. Just trying to just micro his way out of this. 4 stalkers come in from the south side here. Christiana now has the numbers advantage. Another huge warp in the stalkers and right in the face of this battle. Christiana, 1 immortal versus 1 immortal, but I think the immortal Nightmare is going to get picked off. It does get picked off, and finally Christiana pushes us back. Christiana with the army supply advantage. Nightmare really needs something here. 3 more zealots get warped in, but none of them have charge. It's just going to be slow zealots just walking in, just cannon fodder for the stalkers that are here. But Christiana in a commanding position here. Has so much army knocking on the door, almost triple the army supply here. Immortal pops out. Christiana blinks forward. Nightmare. GG. That's going to be it for game number 1. Christiana really set that progression up quite nicely with the robo opener as opposed to the twilight, and then just getting 3 immortals really early on, getting those high-tech units set up and ready, and like I say, that's yeah, Christiana set that one up quite nicely. Nightmare was pretty good. Was in a pretty good position, but yeah, I think Christiana just had the right build. Yeah, both players ready to go. Christiana had the right build. Oh no. Yeah, we'll have to remake this one. Cristiano opening up the correct way. A couple clutch warp-ins right at the end there. Those 4 stalkers coming from the south side. Those 4 stalkers coming in from the south side. Just seemed to be enough just to turn the tide, just to distract that. Seemed to be enough just to distract the Immortal long enough to get. Enough to get some extra damage on. It's one Immortal versus one Immortal, but with many other stalkers. Cristiano just playing a really good game number 1, and we'll see if we'll see if Nightmare can bring it back. But Cristiano looking really good in game number 1. As Tokamak is going to be our second map. For the first time this stream, we've got Tokamak, which is going to be I think exciting. PvPs is exciting, and we'll see if this player in the bottom left can make it. So we've got for streamer zone in the blue, it's Nightmare, and in the top right, once again for onside gaming, just looking really strong, it's a Red Protoss player from Poland. It's Cristiano. Yeah, that game was pretty good. I mean, the engagement happened relatively quickly there. Let's not forget that Cristiano had that really good hallucinated Phoenix that spotted those stalkers of Nightmare on the south side, and had that hallucinated Phoenix. Had Cristiano not done due diligence of having a look in the bottom right hand side before moving out, the stalkers of Nightmare really could have come in there and got quite a bit done. So Cristiano just playing a really clean game number 1. And Nightmare just barely not able to hold on right at the end there, and then just Cristiano just snowballing that. So yeah, I mean that's kind of how it goes. Both players identical builds here. You see the probes just crossing in the middle of the map. Both players scouting at the same time. As what a game number 1. We'll see. We have 4 more to go, and if you're like me, we hope we get there, because this is going to be probably the 2 highest ranked players of this week's cup number 84. So let's see. As game number 2 starts, and once again we've got a stalker and adept opener here from both players. So Cristiano might be looking at just getting that annoyance that adept harass in once again, as Groovy was alluding to in the previous series. Cristiano went for the double adept because he probably wanted to go for some sort of Stargate play. Opted not to in that case, but this time he makes use of the gas. No floating gas in this map, as well. Once again, we're going to see a robo on the side of Nightmare. So Nightmare this time not going for that fast Twilight, going for robo this time. Probably just seeing the power of those robo units in the early game. As looks like Cristiano gonna try and mix this up. Nightmare let that pylon finish up, and it's just gonna be a bit of a delay to Cristiano's natural. But adepts meeting stalkers in the middle of the map, and it's not going to be a good time. But the stalkers do rotate round, and they saw the probe go this way. No structures being placed just yet, so yep. Nightmare must be feeling okay-ish, having seen the probe hanging around this side. But Cristiano has this Oracle heading across the map, and is this Oracle going to get spotted by Nightmare's stalkers? Oh man, 4 stalkers. Oracle flies straight over 4 stalkers. You got to feel bad for Cristiano in that sense. Like, wow, your first Oracle, you really want that to get across the map undetected, get in there, get some worker harass done, but you've just donated an Oracle, and unfortunately Nightmare's got 6 stalkers on the way across the map. He's got a Warp Prism and 8 stalkers. Make that 8 stalkers coming across the map, knocking on your front door here. As you know, Cristiano does have the expansion. His Robo's just finished up. His Nightmare's just got a Warp Prism here, so he's going to have offensive warp-ins. There's a sentry that's just turned up, another shield battery on the way for Cristiano. Cristiano really needs to just buy as much time as he can. There's so many stalkers here for Nightmare. Force fields are good. A couple of these stalkers going to be able to walk around here, but oh man, this Warp Prism micro has to be good to keep these stalkers alive. Nightmare bleeds off one stalker so far. Cristiano with a good hold. Like I say, he really needs to buy this time. Immortal pops out, second Immortal queued straight away. This could be Cristiano's moment to shine. He really needs this to hold. There is a Zealot here, just to be a little bit of cannon fodder. Shield battery is going to keep that Zealot alive for another volley. That volley could turn out to be really important. There's no Guardian shield here. I think that's another shield battery coming down. Sentry gets picked off. Its second Immortal is about to pop. Another Sentry warps in here at the front. Do we have an energy recharge? Yeah, Guardian shield might turn out to be invaluable here. There we go. Second Immortal is here. Here we go. Oh, great force fields here. Shave off quite a few of these stalkers. The Warp Prism micro is going to be pretty good here out of Nightmare, but a couple of these units getting shaved off. Cristiano just getting that little bit of damage done, pulling back that low HP Immortal. Cristiano might just have the micro to do this. Another stalker falls here on the side of Nightmare. Nightmare might be forced to back away here. Oh, he's going to back away enough to get 3 stalker warp in. 3 brand new stalkers show up, and wow, Cristiano getting the solid hold there and getting the game done. Like, wow. That was a pretty quick GG. Nightmare kind of knew he was in a little bit of trouble there. He's got no natural there. He was trying to hit at a time that was really hard. Had the Warp Prism there for the micro, but I mean Cristiano just looking really strong. I wonder if there is such a if ping is going to be a problem. No one has mentioned anything that they would prefer to play on different servers. Everyone's kind of just ready to go. I don't know if Nightmare has ping problem, but I mean he's he's saying go is absolutely no problem. And Cristiano once again go. Let's just make sure that we have the correct races before we go. As yeah, that Cristiano just with an absolutely excellent hold there. The extra shield battery. There was also that third shield battery that didn't really come into play before the major engagement, but the force fields out of Cristiano are just so good defensively there. Just pushing Nightmare back. Immortals get putting in so much work. You just kind of have to feel bad here for Nightmare because yeah, he's a really good player. But Cristiano's just playing like out of his mind, pulling those defenses out. And let's see, in the top left hand corner of Pylon, blue Protoss player for Streamer Zone down to 0, needs the reverse. Give it up, give Nightmare your energy. And in the bottom right hand corner, the red Protoss player, it's looking cool as a cucumber for Onside Gaming, the red Protoss player Cristiano. It's up to 0, man, and like I say, he's just looking very good. Really need Nightmare to bring something. Try to be aggressive in game number 2, and Cristiano just managed to eke out those Immortals. Those force fields were just so good. Just shaving off just enough units when you needed them, and that's kind of it. This is yeah, Cristiano looking really strong. I guess this is a game of this matchup is like a matchup of millimeters. There's really not much else you can do. You need to take those engagements. You need to whittle your opponent down. Cristiano's just looking super strong. And let's see, we're going to get that double adept opener. Let's not forget, Cristiano donated that first Oracle to Nightmare. Nightmare picked that off and must have been like, thanks man, I'll take that every day. As we wait to see what the opening units are going to be. A bigger one. We yeah, Nightmare coming back into StarCraft 2. You know, let's say Wikipedia says he's coming out of retirement, and you know, making it to the finals is pretty good. But we've got okay, we have something very interesting happening here. We got Cristiano going for +1 air armor. I don't know if he's trying to sell that as a proxy something. Nightmare definitely aware that. Oh, wait a second. What is going on here? Nightmare going for a Stargate. Cristiano not, but Cristiano might just be selling this as I'm going for a proxy Stargate, man. Look at me. I'm upgrading on my cybernetics score. This sentry going to make sure that this probe doesn't make it allowed. Probe gets killed, and let's see if he cancels this air armor, or if this is just a misclick. Oh, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what this is. If anyone in the chat knows what this build is, I'd love to hear from Ladder Legends. Double Stalker here shows up for Nightmare. Shows up at Cristiano's base, but yeah, Cristiano's just gonna let this +1 air weapons finish. It's yeah, this is a crazy start to the game, and yeah, we'd like to see this could be a clean sweep here for Cristiano. So before this gets too hectic, just thanks to Ladder Legends once again for being a part of this with us. Cristiano's really letting that finish. Okay, maybe someone from Ladder Legends can teach me this build, teach me what's going on, guys, as they can also teach you. Hop into their !S, I think is the in chat thing for the. Oh man, that Cristiano spots this Oracle. Oh man, you got to feel a little bit bad. !X to get a link to our sponsor Ladder Legends. They can teach me what's going on here, as yeah, they can teach you how to do this and how to get good, how to get back to enjoying StarCraft, and yeah, just enjoying your time on the ladder. And we'd like to see you participating in our CSO competition. So yeah, let's see what's going on here, because I'm not too sure if I think Cristiano thought he was upgrading Warp Gate. That's definitely a misclick out of Cristiano, and you can see he's chronoing out his Warp Gate because he's like, wait a second, what's going on here? And realizes he's upgraded +1 air armor. That's definitely a misclick. Here comes the Oracle. Oracle's going to come back in here. He's, wait, you still don't have Warp Gate on your gateways? Like, Nightmare must be like, what the hell's going on? Like, that's yeah, you can see Cristiano chroning out the Warp Gate. Is yeah, Blink is on the way for both players. Both players expanding. Nightmare going for that triple expand. Oh, Cristiano. Yeah, Nightmare. That's a huge catch there for Nightmare. I was gonna say that's like pixels, man. You really can't be missing that. Watch the replay and you see that you're off by just a tiny little bit. But yeah, Nightmare gets the kill on that, and is like very early on this third base. I'm pretty sure Nightmare's just trying to eke out that tiny little bit of eke out that tiny little bit of that tiny little bit of an advantage. He does have a stasis ward here, just keeping tabs with that third base. Cristiano instead going for a triangle third base. Nightmare expanding horizontally. So yeah, this game both players kind of expanding towards each other. So yeah, this game on Pylon, as I said, it could be our very last one. So let's see. Cristiano's looking super strong at the moment, but Nightmare, you know, with this tiny little bit of greed, Cristiano aware of this, but with this tiny little bit of greed, could eke out that little bit of a economic advantage. But Cristiano's not going to let him have it for free. He's got an army moving to the north side of the map. There's a lovely stasis ward at the top of the ramp. Oh man, Cristiano. Oh man, that's 8 stalkers just hanging around in that stasis trap. Cristiano's going to have to back off, but yeah, Nightmare just hanging around. He knows the stalkers are going to come out, and Cristiano's definitely not going to let them go for free. He's got two adepts heading up into the natural here, but Nightmare has enough to defend them. Cristiano's army comes back up as these Stalkers are going to come out of the stasis trappers. Now the engagement happens at the bottom of the ramp. A couple of Cristiano Stalkers getting body blocked at the bottom there. Both players trading a couple blows, and Cristiano going to back off. 4 more Stalkers heading up as both players kind of doing the same thing. This is where numbers matter, and this is where the engagement actually comes in. Fighting up a ramp, having all your units shooting at once. Both players going for charge, +1. Gateways coming down as we got, yes, here we go. The stasis trap catching that probe. He's going to get the pylon down, but here we go. Oracle heading into the bottom side. Is Cristiano expecting this, or is Nightmare finally going to get that little bit of advantage that he needs? He just kind of needs something to get back into the series. You know, the game is pretty much mirrored on both sides. Okay, we have a Templar Archives here coming out of Cristiano, but it's pretty much mirrored on both sides. And big engagement happening here in the middle of the map. Charge loss coming out, I think, from both sides, but once from Cristiano get taken out, there's good force fields here by Cristiano. Keeping Nightmare away, keeping him on the other side there, and allowing himself that opportunity just to get back in here. Oracle comes in, gets three probes, but this is where the main action is going to happen. Nightmare, a couple of his units kind of just getting messed around. Nightmare just going to come try to divide a wedge in here. He's going to come in. Oh, here we go. Cristiano's army is going to have to come back, but there's a whole bunch of charge lots that are now coming in to join Nightmare's army. Charge lots do waste their charge, heading off into Cristiano's army, but here we go. The main engagement is going to happen here. A couple of the units attacking the Nexus. I think Nightmare's going to try to get the cancel, but Cristiano has so many numbers here. Cristiano's defensive numbers here are just so big. There's this Immortal getting wedged in by 3 force fields, not going to be able to get out of there. Cristiano has enough to defend this and is going to push Nightmare back. The Nexus finishes up. Cristiano in a very good position, up almost 20 supply here, all of which being in army. Nightmare warping in a whole bunch of charge lots. Some High Templar getting warped in here to make some Archons. Cristiano not pushing the envelope here. He's just going to stay back here. Nightmare has a very cheeky observer. Just keeping tabs on the saturation of that 4th base. Sees that there's no army there. Nightmare needs to know his shield battery is coming down now, but that's not going to be enough. Look at the army here from Cristiano. It's nearly 15 supply more. Couple charge lots dash ahead, but Cristiano, rightly so, just turns back and lets the Stalkers deal with the Zealots. His Nightmare just bleeding off Zealots with this War Prism here. Cristiano's got the reinforcements coming in. Both players with +1, +2 on the way here for Cristiano, but this might be over before the upgrade kicks in. Immortals are here. They're doing quite a bit of damage, tanking so many shots from these Stalkers, but the army here from Cristiano is almost double the size of Nightmare. Nightmare's in some serious trouble. Energy recharge on the shield battery is going to keep a couple of these units more alive, but Cristiano just with the numbers pushing in, pushing forward. Immortal shows up, gonna force Cristiano to back off. Nightmare loses 12 workers and is only 7 behind, so you can see Nightmare had that slight economic advantage, but Cristiano just with the numbers. The numbers here don't lie. 22 Stalkers on the side of Cristiano, 5 Stalkers and 1 Immortal on the side of Nightmare. The blink forward is going to be good. Immortal gets taken out here, and just the sheer number of Stalkers is just too good. Nightmare is going to GG. Cristiano is going to take his 25th CSO Cup. He is going to 3-0 Nightmare, and that was going to be a banger. That was a banger, but the only person who showed up here today was Cristiano, unfortunately for Nightmare. You know, he had the advantage, but Cristiano just seems so clean, so crisp at the moment, and he just showcased that in all 3 of those games. Cristiano taking the 3rd game, taking the 3-0, and making this a clean sweep, man. That was not something that I expected. I was really hoping for Nightmare to come in, take a map off. You know, he did the right thing, getting the early Nexus, trying to get ahead, but the aggression from Cristiano, the decision making is just too crisp, it's just too clean, knowing when to engage, knowing when to pull away. Nightmare attacking into their 4th base location. A lot of those units were still fighting the Nexus when the engagement was happening, and Cristiano, I think, just overpowered the army there from Nightmare in the bottom side, and then just to counter attack the push is just too good. Nightmare loses that fight. He needs to drop 2, maybe 3 shield batteries around there. You know, get a few more war pins, maybe even a couple cannons, anything to just try to help get some damage. Try stop Cristiano from getting too far ahead. The Archons were there tanking quite a bit, but yeah, Cristiano just too good, man. Just too good on the day. and that's kind of how it goes sometimes, you know. GG, the 3-0 for Cristiano. Yeah, Cristiano taking the 3-0 and taking his 25th CSO Cup. Yeah, what can I say? I mean, that's just that's that's kind of just how it goes. PvP is pretty crazy. Cristiano says, air armor opener is new meta. Yeah, but yeah, what can I say? That's kind of how CSO Cup goes. Yeah, Cristiano just looking like an absolute machine. I don't think any of us were expecting a Cristiano 3-0 in the finals, but yeah, that's just how it goes, I guess. So yeah, let's see. Well, yeah, well, from myself, Linglad, and from CSO, it's been an absolute pleasure. And shout out once again to Ladder Legends, probably for the last time we could. I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm just gonna rock a exclamation mark S. Just gonna get get our sponsor Ladder Legends Discord popped into the channel one last time, into the chat. Give them a follow, click the link, head over to their Discord, see if what they offer is what you want. If you're just looking to improve, just looking to make a difference, get a bit better every day, Ladder Legends is definitely the place to do it. With all sorts of coaching, all sorts of offerings that they give there. Really nice bunch of guys. We've been with them for a bit of time, and everyone's always super friendly, super willing to help, happy to get involved, and yeah, they're just trying to help people get good at StarCraft. It's a wonderful game that we've all enjoyed for 10 years, and yeah, 10 years of Legacy of the Void, I should say. Yeah, once again, shout out to our sponsors and to you, the lovely viewers, and most of all to the participants, because without the participants we wouldn't be able to do this. So shout out to everyone who participated. You're all absolutely legends, so thank you from myself and CSO. We appreciate you all, and until next time, yeah, thanks for watching.